Hey folks, Battle Mode Ben here, and this is game number 2 in the Field of Glory 2 tournament in the first tier. My opponent is Kraff. Let's see how he responded to my opening moves. Yeah, as expected, he's taking this hill. And he's also moving his skirmishers forward. Now, my plan is to try to remove the threat to my own troops faced by these skirmishers. I need to get rid of them. They will do some damage to me, and I need to have lots and lots of missiles in order to be able to dislodge these hoplites from the hill once we eventually get up there. So that is my plan. I don't want to be using too many of the ammunition. These guys only have 5 ammunition each by the looks of it. Yeah, I think that seems standard. Once you've used all your ammunition, you can continue firing, but at a reduced rate. So you know, they're picking up spent arrows and javelins and that kind of thing from the battlefield. So we just have a quick look at this. My plan is to try to get around the side of him. With these 2 units, I want one facing this way to attack this direction, and then I'm going to bring some of these units in around the back. He won't be able to defend the entire place. I mean, particularly if we start peppering him with arrows. However, we do need to start taking these, damaging these units first. So we do have armored cavalry, but cavalry suffer against enemy missile attacks quite badly. So let's first try to get our more armored units in to kind of eat some of the damage. I really don't want to be firing too many. You know, I need plenty of arrows to be taking these units down once we get there. This is going to be quite an I mean, I don't know if this is the best plan. I've got to be honest with you. I'm no expert at this game, so this is just what I'm thinking I need to do. So let's start getting these guys a little bit further up. Yeah, I think I'll start moving these guys in. There's going to be some interesting maneuver in this battle, I think. I don't really want it to be just him sat on the hill, peppering my troops full of lead, full of arrows, I should say. Okay. Now I brought some of these massed Eastern archers with me. These guys, there's a lot of men. They probably do quite a lot of damage because they've got a lot more rolls, as I understand it. So I kind of want to protect those if I can. Let's see if we can turn this whole unit. There we go. Oh no, that's all of them. I didn't want to do that. It's turning. it's saying that these are all part of the same group, which is true technically. So let's start moving our men individually forward. Now, I'm just thinking about this. There is probably not a lot to stop us. Well, that's not the best way of phrasing this. I could move this group straight forwards and immediately try to get close to these hoplites here and start attacking them. Now they do have, you know, they've got a lot of skirmishers, and they're going to take damage as they get to these skirmishers. Now this is the worry, because I need to have a significantly strong fighting force, and we haven't got anything that really can fight against these hoplites, I don't think. Not in, you know, not one-on-one, but massed archers will you know, disorder them at least to the point where we can try and get up there and start attacking them. So perhaps if we do bring these forwards, I'm just a bit concerned about the fact that they will start targeting us. I'd like to maybe see if we can encourage these closer. If we can get these guys closer, then I'll be happier. I think. Okay, let's just have a look at I need to make sure I keep my men as much as possible in the range of in the range of the generals. I think I'll turn these two. It's likely that we're going to want to head this direction, I think. Yeah, I think so. Oops. I can at least make it look like we're turning that way. I mean, we could actually carry on up this direction and then come at them from this side. Now, they've got javelinmen screening them on this flank. Now, javelinmen can actually fight on these. Oh, mind you, it's open ground, so sometimes on these hills you get kind of rough ground on the edge, and even medium foot won't be able to fight on it, but the light foot can. I'm being a bit premature there, so let's get these. I'm going to bring these guys into this forest. Other than that, I don't think there's a huge amount we can do here. I kind of want to bring these guys in. I want to get them to bring their skirmishers in. Now, yeah, this is quite a strong position for them to be fighting from. I didn't do that in my game. I actually decided to go straight for him, and I'm not quite sure how that one's going to work out. When I say my game, I mean when I was playing with the Lydians in game number 1, as I'm terming it. Okay, let's get these cavalry moving in just ever so slightly. Yeah, these are all within command range now, and we've got another commander here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's pretty much everything. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Hey folks, Ben here, and we're back with Field of Glory 2. Hey, I'm impressed. I didn't call it Field of Glory Empires. Okay, and this is me playing as the Persians, Achaemenids. So let's see how Kraff responded. Yeah, he's focusing his fire as well, I think. I'm still not. I'm not entirely convinced that my plan is going to work, but I think it's since he's taken that hill, and no, I don't. There are other ways that you can play, I'm sure, by kind of, just sitting and waiting, and I don't really like doing stuff like that, and it doesn't really make things very fun. So, and I'm not even actually convinced that would be particularly effective in this case anyway. So I'm going to try and get my men as close as I can to this hill now, so we can start peppering him on the hill. I don't want to be wasting any more time. I'm going to get ourselves forwards. And not only are we're pushing him back, but we're also getting to move up ourselves, which is really important. Now I'm having to really hold back from wasting my arrows on these guys, because as I've been saying, I really need to save them for this battle here. So I don't mind spending a few. How many of those guys got left? They've got 4 left, so I don't really want to be spending any more now on things like javelinmen. They're not really worth it. Okay, as for the left flank, let's move these horse archers up and see if we can't start engaging. Okay, and we've got some camels too. Cavalry are useful, and they need to be well. They probably. I think they need to be well used in accordance with other cavalry. I don't think they're that strong on their own. They are armoured, and they do have bows as well, which is interesting, but I think that just judging from their special ability to disrupt enemy horse units, I think that they're probably best used in conjunction with other cavalry. Okay, let's take a shot at one of these units. Both of them have been untouched so far, so did a lot of damage there. And we've also got, I think I'm going to charge those to see if we can, yeah, there we go. We managed to get them to move back, which is great. There we go. It takes great restraint for me not to just use all my ammo up against these skirmisher units, and I think that's what Kraff is going to be relying on. I mean, look, we've just with a few focused salvos, we did so much damage to these units, and we could decimate the entire line with the amount of arrows that we've got, but it's just then we're going to have nothing to face these hoplites down with, and these hoplites are really dangerous. We might not be able to do that much damage to them anyway. I mean, it might be that as I think about it a bit more, I might have to pick some targets that are less well protected, and then try to exploit any gaps that come, you know, because as it is, the penalties that we'll take to our points of advantage attacking uphill is pretty bad. Now there are certain little tricks that I can use in order to bring them down off the hill. One is attacking them with poor quality units and knowing that they'll break, hoping that they'll charge. However, I think that these are undrilled heavy foot, so they may well charge down as well. And so I need to look at the rules actually, but certain types of units will. I know warbands. Let me think about this. I think it might be warbands, and there's another unit type that because they're undisciplined, they will quite happily just charge off after routing troops, and you can use that to your advantage. So there we go. Let's move. What's this? This is just a cavalry bowman. Let's just move these guys up to. And here's a general, another cavalry bowman general. I'm just going to check out the range of our. There we go. That's good. Okay. I'm going to move those up a little bit too. And we're not far off done. Oh, these guys need to move forward too. Now, I'm hoping that we're not going to take too much damage moving in. I mean, look, they focus fire on this group here, and they took us down from 460 to 412, which is a lot actually. They drop. If you can see, look, each one of these units, they've got models on them, a bit like in in Warhammer and proper old school grognard war games, where each model kind of represents a certain amount of men. So they've actually dropped one of our models on here. So we do need to be a bit careful that we don't lose too many men early on. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Catch you later, guys. Hey folks, it's Ben again, and I am looking at game number 2 of my series of battles against Kraff in the first round of this Field of Glory 2 tournament. So I haven't played as many turns of this one yet as I have on game number 1. Game number 1 is not going very well for me. Because I'm playing both of them at the same time. And game number 1 is looking a little bit drastic, but as I often say, Field of Glory 2, it's not over until it's over. So there's plenty of time to see what can happen. But I need to win this game, I think. And I'm in a poor position here. Yeah, look, I think he's started to realise what my plan is with getting trying to get my forces up, ignore these skirmishers, and then just start hitting him here. Now, I do need to make sure that my flank is secure. So, he's got some javelin and really close up to me. Okay, let me think about how I'm going to go about this. These are all javelin and horse archers. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. Okay. If this is going to work, I need to be able to not only guard my flank, although we do have this rough ground, so, but I do need to keep. I can't charge these guys in too soon. These guys are in my way now, so I can't charge these. So I'm going to charge with these archers here. And yeah, I knew they would evade. what he doesn't realise is he's now trapped between two units. There we go. That's those guys gone. There we go. And... oh, no, I didn't want to do that. God damn it. I wanted to move them. Oh, what a mistake. Never mind. No problem. It's no problem. Okay, so my lines are a little bit out here, but I should be okay to reform him. I don't think he's going to come down off this hill, although he may bring his... now he's seen what I've done there, he might well start bringing his cavalry down, which is probably what I would do to try and take advantage of that situation, but we'll see what happens. I've got to be a little bit more careful with the way that I do this. I do think that I could probably play this a little bit slower and take a bit more care, but I'm kind of like, I'm not that bothered about being dead good at this game. I just really like playing. I obviously play to win, but I'm not really the sort of careful enough person to be really good at a game like Field of Glory 2. I don't think. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try. But it does excuse me if I make any really drastic errors like I just did. So let's get these guys over this side. Try and avoid this rough ground if I can. There we go. We've broken that unit. That's good news. Okay, so let's move this group up now. These guys are lagging behind. That's it, boys. Don't be tardy. In you go. So what I will do, providing I'm not harassed too much, is try and form a line up here, march these guys up this way, and then form a battle line here. So in case he does come down the hill, which he will do eventually, I think. I think he'd be crazy just to sit and take the fire that he's going to get. Okay, that's it for this turn. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you next time. Okay, we're back in game 2. Let's see how this turn played out. Yeah, those guys are a little bit out of place on their own there. You have to be somewhat careful because he might try to counter with some cavalry, but I think not. I mean, they're guarded on this side. Oh, that did a lot of damage. This really is just a matter of trying to weather the storm as we approach this hill, and then trying to get as many, you know, as many missile shots off at these guys as possible, just to really, you know, if we can disorder as many of them as possible before we charge in. I think even disordered units are going to get some kind of big advantage on the top of the hill too. So we need to be, I do need to be a little bit careful. Okay, let's fix this mistake that I made here. So let's just move these guys up. I'm going to move these in too. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let's just undo that. Let's get these guys to move in here. That's it. That's better. Now this is my sub-general. I'm just going to move him in. Now we've got this situation here. I think we'll probably be able to kill these guys pretty easily. So let's engage with the oh, they charged that way. I probably should have gone the other way. Never mind. That was my bad. Okay, well that's fine. At least dislodge them. So this way. These armoured cavalry, I think I'm going to charge. There we go. That gives me some room to move up now. So let's... on this side, I do want to move these guys up, but I might want to move here, I think. So yeah, we don't want to charge this way because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen if they charge. Mind you, if I charge against these slingers here, I might be able to tempt them into coming down off this hill. I mean, I don't think he'll do that because that wouldn't be a great idea for him. However, it would help me if he did. I'm going to credit my opponent with enough intelligence. He's probably not going to do that, not unless he knows something about the game mechanics that I don't. Okay, these archers can move forwards, I think. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage. Might be worth just getting losing one shot here. So we've got 3 ammunition left on those. These are regular foot. Let me think about this. I need to start kind of moving these guys in this kind of direction. I do think that he might come down off this hill if he sort of kind of realizes what I'm doing, and his analysis of the situation is that he thinks that he's, that I've got a fair chance of being able to pull it off. Then you may find that he decides to move. So we've got horse archers here, horse archers here. He's got a fair few skirmishers on this side still, and he's got some cavalry up there. And let's move the cavalry around here. There we go. It's giving us a little bit more space. Of course, we don't want to get too close. What they are, the cavalry are quite maneuverable, but they're not so maneuverable that you can afford to, be reckless with the positioning. As I found out in the in game 1, well, I wasn't really quite so careful there. What do I want to do here? I think I probably should wait for the rest of these units to move up. See, they've got 4 left. I don't want to. I need to resist the temptation to try and take out these skirmisher units. They're just not really worth. They're not really worth wasting the ammunition on. That was unfortunate. Okay, that's something that can be fixed. Interesting to see if he does try to take advantage of this. I mean, he'd start moving his men back. I'm kind of interested to know why he did that. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Okay. Yeah, we've only got 2 rounds of ammunition now with them. Never mind. Okay, that's the end of the turn.